Amazon is finally releasing a feature for your Fire Stick that's going to solve the low storage issue once and for all. Now, one thing a lot of users have been complaining about for years is Fire Sticks don't have enough storage. And to be fair, they did fix that issue this year when they came out with the 2nd generation Max that has 16 gigabytes of storage, more than enough for 99% of users. But on older Fire Sticks, which a lot of users still have, you're stuck with 8 gigabytes, which ends up being 4.5 with the operating system, which ends up being like 3.5 by the time you install a few apps, and then a couple more things happen and that's it, you're out of space. So you start getting these warnings pop up, low storage, it's annoying. It really does affect the overall speed and performance of your device when it's super low, and you should almost always have 1 to 2 gigabytes available. Now I'm gonna walk you through this brand new feature and how it's solving that problem and some of the different ways you can control it. Not everybody is going to have it yet. I actually don't have it myself, but I have all the information available that you'll need to start using it if you have it. So if you guys are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button right down below, give this video a big thumbs up. And like always, for the first hour to 2 hours of this video, I'll answer all of your questions and comments down below. So drop me a line and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. All right, let's get into it. So let's go ahead and talk about this brand new feature from Amazon. Now, we are on AFTV News today. They offer tons of great updates. This guy has the hookup, so unfortunately, sometimes he knows the information before I even have the update. So best way to talk about it. So the new feature is called offloading. Now, they have auto offloading, or you can do it yourself, so it's totally up to you. Now, offloading will trigger itself when you get that low storage message, or at a certain threshold that I think Amazon has designated, somewhere around 1 gigabyte or something like that. And we can change this in settings. We'll talk about that as well. Now, as AFTV News points out here, and as I'll kind of reiterate a little bit, there are 3 types of data when you download an app. You have your app data, so that's the actual data of the application that's using up space. You have your user data, which is obviously really important. That's all your information and stuff you've done on the app and customized since you downloaded it. And then you have your cached data, which is just temporary data, which can be cleared at any time. We've talked about that a lot. And also it can be left there. And sometimes it builds up to be quite a bit. So, you know, we have auto cache cleaners and stuff like that. But this new auto offloading works a ton better than what those cache cleaners actually offer. So essentially what they've done here with this new feature is with auto offloading, it keeps your user data saved on your Fire Stick, but it removes the application itself, and it also removes that cached data. Now, this doesn't mean anything terrible. It just means apps that you don't use often, you can auto offload, or you can offload yourself. And at any point, you can go and reinstall them. So there'll be a little cloud available. I'll show you right here. So here's an app they offloaded, and you'll be able to offload it or reinstall it just by clicking on it. So there's that cloud icon right there. And then here's what it looks like when you're offloading the app just from inside the settings menu. So just from pulling up that little side scroll settings. Now, this isn't going to be available on every device. So I know he has the exact devices, but it won't be available on Fire Stick 2nd and 1st gen. So if you have any system that's running OS 6, which would be the Fire Stick 4K, or anything from the last few years, they will have this brand new feature. But the really old Fire Sticks, you won't get it, which is kind of reasonable. Fire OS 5 is pretty old, so I understand them not supporting it. Now, this feature is going to clear up that space from the app data, and that's just separate from uninstalling it, right? So now we still have our user data, so it's like the app was never uninstalled. We don't have to re-log in. I don't think so. We're going to have to look at that, whether Netflix requires a re-login or not, even though the user data is saved. I'm hoping it doesn't, because that would be a great, obviously, aspect of the feature. So unlike uninstalling, that user data will still be there. It'll still be saved, probably in a separate folder on the root of your Fire Stick device somewhere. And yeah, it's going to save up a lot of space. Now, if you want to remove the feature, you can remove the auto portion of it by going to My Fire TV, About Storage, Auto Offloading on and off. So now storage has a toggle menu inside as well for auto offload on and off. And this means you're going to save yourself a ton of space. So if you don't want to auto offload, you'll be able to just go to the settings and just offload it yourself, right? At any point. So that will save this main aspect right here where we see size, and it will also save the cache here, which can be quite a bit. Now, some apps, the size can be 50 megabytes, right? The other thing I want to see is if this will work for apps not in the App Store. My guess is no, because they're not going to save that install file and probably allow you to install it. So this is probably only going to be for official apps in the Amazon App Store and apps Amazon has pre-installed. Now, if you guys enjoyed this video and you want to support the channel plus unlock tons of content on Netflix, Prime Video, Disney Plus, and the free streaming apps that I talk about all the time, you need to get yourself a VPN. And the best way to do that is down below in the description. I have ExpressVPN's link right here. You get 30 days free plus an extra 3 months with my exclusive link click. That will bring you to this page. And there's a 30-day money back guarantee. So if you don't like it, cancel it and get all of your money back. No questions asked. I 100% suggest ExpressVPN if you're going to get a VPN of some sort. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.